golden trevallies, the ones that you see with this yellow tail and these black lines on them. The golden trevallies are by far the fastest animal that we have down here. They have this torpedo shape, very muscular body, and then they have a very, very good advantage compared to some of the other animals because these golden trevallies, they hunt with their eyes. So as Christopher is walking up along the bridge up there, and as he's throwing the food water before they can react and figure out where it is. So they get a bit of a head start as well. And they are still by far the fastest fish we have down here. They can go about 50 kilometers an hour on a good day. They don't do that in this aquarium, and that's because they know they just have to be faster than the second fastest animal that we have, which is our hammerhead sharks. Godt. Lige om lidt, så jeg kan faktisk se, at den allerede er kommet i vandet. Over i den her side, hvis I kigger med herover til venstre, så er der kommet sådan en blå bold ned i vandet, og så svømmer der altså en zebrahaj rundt derhenne. Christoffer, hvad er det, der foregår derovre?
Jo, som sagt, så sagde jeg jo, at vi skal have trænet nogle af vores dyr. Og det er lige præcis det, der foregår lige nu. Fordi lidt ligesom, at man kan træne sin hund derhjemme, så kan man altså også træne sine hajer. Og det har vi altså udnyttet til det fuldeste her i akvariet. Fordi det er enormt smart for at sikre sig, at vores dyr er sunde og raske, og de får den rigtige mængde mad. Fordi vi har simpelthen trænet alle vores zebrahajer til, at når der er en blå bold i vandet, så betyder det, at der er madpakke til alle dem. Og de ved simpelthen af erfaring, at hvis de kommer op til den blå bold, rører den med deres næse, så bliver de belønnet med blæksprutter, sild, makrel, alt muligt lækker. Og det er utroligt motiverende for dem, så de kommer op og holder styr på deres fodringsmønstre. Fordi hvis vi lige pludselig har en haj, som slet ikke spiser i en hel uge, så kan vi altså lynhurtigt finde ud af det og nå at reagere, inden det bliver alvorligt. Så det er altså hovedsageligt for at holde styr på sundheden hos vores hajer og rokkerhajer.
Nice, jeg kan også se alle tre zebrahajer, de cirkulerer altså rundt derovre. Here on the left side, you may be able to see there's this blue ball that's been put down into the water. That is the target for our feeding of our zebra sharks. When you have a big aquarium like this one and there's so many different fishes, it's not as simple as feeding. You just throw the food in the water and hope that everyone gets some. We have to be more organized with it. We have to make sure that all of them get some food. And that's why we run our feedings in this way that's called a target feeding. So with this blue ball, we've trained all of our zebra sharks. We've got 3 of them. We've trained them to recognize this ball and to know what it means. So when that gets put in the water, they know that means food for me. Then they have to swim over to the ball, boop their sort of snout on the ball, and then one of the zookeepers up there is waiting, ready to give them a piece of food. In that way, we can ensure all of them get enough food and the right amount of food, and no one gets too much food. If they have to have any vitamin supplements or medicine, it's to be certain that all of them are doing well. And it's a bit hard to sometimes find them all, but during these feedings, you invite the animal up to the surface, and you get a chance to look at it closely and make sure it's looking healthy and doing good, and everything is all right. Christoffer, jeg har også lige et spørgsmål til dig, fordi nu har jeg kan 2 af dem, der har prikker, og en af dem, der er sandfarvet. Så hvorfor pokker går vi rundt og kalder det en zebrahaj?
Jo, det er et sindssygt godt spørgsmål, fordi ja, du har helt ret. Ingen af dem ligner rent faktisk en zebra. Men det er sådan, at når en zebra